Music. It's something we always listen to. With a vast collection of compositions, instruments, sound design, music programs, tutorials, styles, art, visuals, and expression, it's no surprise that music also has a wide variety of genres and subgenres. Each one is unique to the other, with some genres being entirely original that bring new sounds and material to the world of music. However, arguably, the most popular music genres that exist are the ones that contain multiple elements from other existing genres and subgenres. For example, dubstep, a combination of garage and dub music from Jamaica. However, sometimes the line between good and bad can enter the realm of music, especially when we ask questions. Would a mixture of 8-bit music and metal work? Does it sound bad when cheesy punk lyrics are placed in a folk song? Does trap not always work with well-established artists like Lady Gaga or Maroon 5 because the modern trap scene and their styles of music don't go hand in hand? These questions and more are asked. But one question I've rarely heard being spoken about in music is also one that goes into not only the creation of songs, but also in the creation of genres. Is it possible to make a song with multiple genre elements most people don't think work well with together? Has it been done before, and more importantly, has it worked out well? Yes and no. The most recent example being asked around is whether country music works well with trap. While you have songs like One Thing Right by Marshmello and Kane Brown and Cruise by Florida Georgia Lane that failed critically because of predictable, overused country lyrics and bland music production, you also have style-defying tracks like Old Town Road by Lil Nas X that truly embraced trap influences into country, with modern catchy rap lyrics and flows fused with simple country references and trending trap drums and bass you'd hear in songs like Magnolia by Playboi Carti. Another prime example of whether multiple genres work together surprisingly doesn't have to do with just two genres, but rather a wide collection of genres. Right now, the music scene is embracing a brand new revolutionary genre that defies experimentalism, a complete reimagining of modern-day pop music in the form of heavily distorted drums, percussion, and bass. Snares similar to the sounds of metal pans being banged against various objects, as well as snares that sound similar to those used in Jack U songs, frequent autotune use, bubblegum bass, lyrics and flows related to millennial culture, breakup, shopping, products, modern hip-hop, flexing, depression, addiction, dancing, and having a good time, and influences from all of these genres listed here. This is the new supergenre currently known by the internet and underground pop culture as hyperpop. This genre is truly quite the gem of musical talent and creativity. Artists and groups risk their sanity creating incredibly diverse tracks with various sounds from various genres, especially those people believe do not work well when they're combined. These are some of my personal favorite artists. Please, I highly recommend that you listen to them if you love experimentalism. So, if hyperpop consists of all these influences and styles, this means there can definitely be music combinations that do not appear to work well with at first glance, but actually sound good when you take a listen. Here are some examples.
Like your mind, like your smile, like your eyes, I could die. Okay, Google, kill me now. La 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 la. Okay, Google, kill me now.
We can go crazy and then pop, crazy and then pop.
So now we have our hypothesis. It is possible to make a song with multiple genre elements most people don't think work well with together. Now, you must ask yourself, how do you make it? I've decided to make a hyperpop track for this experiment. To make it, I have invented a personal step-by-step process that can be used for the production of any track, so if you plan on making something, I highly suggest you use this formula. First come the drums and percussion. Now, for the drums, you're gonna want to find something, nice and fat, something distorted, something that really brings in the kick, you know what I mean? You can also distort the kick by using plugins in your DAW. DAW means digital audio software for anybody who doesn't know. As for the percussion, it can be anything. This is a hyperpop track after all, so any kind of percussion is required. It could be, a sound from your pencil sharpener or something else. This is what I used. As for the snares, you're going to need to take a vast collection of snares that you have saved and put them all together. Just make sure that they're not too loud or too soft, but just right. Like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Your snare can be anything, but most hyperpop tracks usually use pan snares and Jack U style snares, so definitely use those. Here's the difference between two snares. This is a pan snare, and this is a Jack U snare. We got it? Good. Next up we have the bass. For the bass has to be distorted, but it can also be in between that sort of aggressive pushing force that most bass has, but to the point where it's in between being extremely distorted and very minimal, so just right. Something like this. As for music theory, I have composed a set of small notes, and for the sounds that I have used, it's mostly a combination of just very bubbly synth. For the bass line, I decided to add one more minimal set of notes and add a set of notes that's higher. You can also use different synths, basses, and etc. to make your own notes, but this is what I used. For vocals and effects, you can add anything. But for the vocals, if you're planning on adding any or an acapella that you downloaded online, what you need to do is to pitch up the vocals so that it sounds nice and squeaky, kind of like Alvin and the Chipmunks. This comes from the Nightcore influence in hyperpop. It is very, very commonly used in the genre, and it is a must if you are planning to go for a sort of glossy style track. If not though, for the effects, you can add anything, but the most common trait that you will find in the effects used in tracks like these are highly distorted bass lines, very eerie sound effects, glitches and technological sounds and machinery, cutesy, bubbly sounds, anime vocals, frankly anything, but it's mostly stuff from those categories. Alright, the sounds are set and ready to go. People, I present to you not just one beat, but several other experimental hyperpop-esque beats, all made by me in the span of a few weeks. Check it.
Couple of bands in the south.
After making these, I can say without a doubt that songs or genres with multiple influences do go hard. I'll leave links to the sources and beats in the description for anyone who's interested. Thank you so much for watching. I might make another video like this in the near future, but at the moment I'm not so sure. Till then, I'm Sunamix, and I hope you all enjoy your day. See ya!